So this video is kind of out of the blue, not really something I would normally do. I'm only really making this because I kind of forgot to bring my, I have a big notebook full of a bunch of just random things I write down all the time about like video games and just dumb little notes, and then I use that to get ideas for videos. I also left my computer, which I was going to use to continue doing the Pokemon Shiny series, but I don't have access to those things right now, so oops. So instead of literally nothing to go off of, I'm just gonna show off my current nerdy stuff collection. And by that I mean like anything related to video games, because that's what I am. And according to price charting, my collection of stuff I believe is worth about $6,000. A lot of these editions have been made very recently, like in the last year or two. My collection of stuff has grown a lot. There's some cool things I have to show. Nothing's really too crazy. I still want to show it off because on this channel I'm always talking about this type of stuff but never actually showing it. So yeah, here's my stuff. So I've got a couple shelves in my room here, all little shrines of their own things. These are all really just like Pokemon and Mario toys I've collected growing up, so most of these, none of these are really valuable in any sense. It's just that a lot of them are from my childhood, but there are some cool little notable things like these, I believe like 1999 Burger King Pokemon movie toys. This, which is one of many things from my childhood that I wish was still intact, but I destroyed on purpose. This was originally a Pokemon Black and White stylus with Reshiram, and then I ripped the Reshiram off because I thought it looked dumb as a stylus, so oh well. I mean, I actually still have the stylus part separately, but gluing it back together just wouldn't be the same. Also, I've got this Charizard gold thing from, I think, McDonald's or Burger King at some point. Also, the My Nintendo Platinum and Gold Points pins. And if you just take the time to look, you'll just see plenty of McDonald's and Burger King things, as well as some Pokemon collection box stuff. Even a Golden Mario Connects and Bullet Bill, which I thought would be worth something, but they're not. So next shelf up, we've got some games and stuff, but also two graded cards I have. This is one of probably my most expensive cards I have. It's only a PSI 7, but it is Iris from Plasma Blast, so it's pretty expensive, but I got it for a pretty good deal recently. Along with that Meganium and a 9 from a Japanese Neo Genesis, I think. But then you've just got all the Switch games I have, their cases. Pokemon Sword and Shield, the double set, which is surprisingly pretty expensive if you have this box, at least compared to other Switch games. And then one of my favorite things, Donkey Kong 64. You'll see my N64 stuff later. If you haven't seen some of my other videos where I've talked about this, I'm a huge retro fan, specifically N64 stuff, and I've been collecting a lot of N64 lately, but this is the only box I have, and I do have the cartridge, but there's the box, so yeah. Then here you just see all my 3DS and DS games. Nothing too special. I mean, Pokemon Pearl and White are actually pretty expensive. And so is Tomodachi Life for whatever reason lately. I've been contemplating selling it to get something cool that I want, because I don't really go back to Tomodachi Life too often, but I'm just gonna see what happens to its price. Also, of course, Mario Party E, which is one of my holy grails here. Probably the most expensive thing in completing the Mario Party series, which I made a video on that too, because I did recently get like every single Mario Party game. We've also got a empty Pokemon Japanese booster box and a 3DS amiibo scanner thing. On another shelf up, we've just got a bunch of empty Pokemon tins with some of my more valuable cards in the front. Empoleon Level X, Reshiram. These two, which I did pull myself, and I'm usually not really lucky with cards, but these were pretty lucky, especially that Rayquaza, which is going up a lot and is one of the most expensive in Silver Tempest. Also this Flareon, which is the only card I still have from my original collection, and then I sold all of it, so I kept this one because I thought it was cute, and it is one of my favorite cards I own now. Then we've got another graded card, which is this CGC Machoke. It was cheap, and it was the first graded card I got, that's the only reason. Anyway, also this Clement Sar that I got from a Japanese Super Electric Breaker box or whatever, which I was very surprised to actually get a Sar out of that, not just a boring full art. Then another shelf up, it's just a bunch of empty cardboard Pokemon boxes, because I keep those for whatever reason. Down here, just kind of spread around my desk, we've got another graded card, really random one, a reverse from the EX era in a 9. Up on the wall, I've got a bunch of the ETB posters. And then over here, I have some of my most special stuff, including my only SNES games, Super Mario Kart, Mario Paint, and the almighty Diddy's Conquest, with the manual for Diddy's Conquest and Super Mario Kart, in addition to a Mario Kart 64 manual, Mario Party 3, and Advance, and Super Mario 64 manuals. You'll see I have most of those games, except for Mario 64. Somehow, surprisingly, I don't have the cartridge. Then probably my holy grail, not because it's valuable, just because it's awesome. Complete in box, Diddy's Conquest Game Boy Advance remake. Incredible. In addition to that, we've got Pokemon Silver, a European version of the Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, whatever. Some more tins and stuff. An almost complete in box vintage fossil Pokemon deck, which is pretty cool, and I literally got it for $10, so I couldn't pass that up. That stupid Greninja that's really expensive. Probably the most expensive card I've ever pulled myself. Green's Exploration from Unbroken Bonds. This tin right here, I have every single recent pack. I think I have every single Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet era pack art so far in there from packs I've opened. We've got more stuff. Magmortar Level X. Moltres Window Tin EX thing. And then also this is all laid out on a Mega Blaziken playmat, which is from a X and Y era collection box that I opened at one point. Then we got more shelves with some Pokemon decks and a bunch of Japanese booster boxes I've opened in the past, and this little Mega Ring. Another shelf up, just a bunch of random junk, including the Arceus Sitting Cutie from pre-ordering that game, and a Turtwig keychain from pre-ordering the silly little Diamond and Pearl remakes. Then we've got some more cards I cherish quite a bit. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big Gardenia fan. Got 3 of her cards here. This one, it was the first secret illustration I ever pulled, so it's literally worth like $2, but sentimental value, guys. Yup. Then we've got art rares of my 2 favorite Pokemon, Magmortar and Nidoking, because why not? A vintage holo, even though it's really damaged. Then we've got more boxes. Here's a couple random things. We got a base set, Nidoking holo. I really like this one. It's from Pokemon Batrio, it might have been Batrio. It's one of the Japanese little arcade machines they have where you get these tokens, and it's Magmortar, who is the GOAT, so I needed this. And also this Nidoking coin, because apparently they did like a trading coin game at one point. Then we've got some more random cards scattered here. This Lugia, which I've had for most of my life, would be really expensive because it's the holo, except it's folded in half, so it's just a display piece now. Probably the most expensive singular thing I have, which is a Hidden Fates sealed ETB. Bought it for like $150 just a few months ago, and it's like $250 now, so. Then I've just got some other things, some other opened ETBs. I've got some sealed packs I have, including Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, 2 of my favorite sets ever, and Lost Thunder. My very small amiibo collection, and also a silver Pikachu plush from the 25th anniversary. And then also this sealed Tapu Koko collection box. I've also got a Flame Red Nintendo 3DS, an Arctic White Game Boy Advance, don't mind the bubble wrap, I don't want it to explode, and the Crimson and Black Nintendo DS Lite. Then I've got a handful of Game Boy Advance games, not really going to bother to go through them, but notably I do have Pokemon Ruby, which is a pretty penny these days. I've also got a lot of Animal Crossing amiibo cards, but I'm specifically showing these 2 because I made this little thing many years ago, because these have always been my 2 favorite villagers, so I got this little display for these two cards specifically, Rald and Bunny. Here's my Wii, GameCube, and Wii U collection. You know, the rest of those Mario parties, also 9, we're actually playing this right now, so yeah. Just a bunch of stuff. None of these are too notable. Mario Party 6, though, pretty expensive, and I did purchase that myself. Yeah. This is a fake copy of the first Mario Party, but I do have a real one. This one's just a little display piece. Then, some Mario Kart Hot Wheel things. Here is my beautiful Wii that my brother and I have had all our lives. It has suffered some damages, very recently actually, unfortunately, but it's still kicking. Then you have my true prized possession, my N64, and my most recent addition actually, Mario Tennis. I've got several N64 controllers, both retro, like the actual original ones, and also newer ones. And then I've got my whole N64 collection, including Paper Mario, Madden 99, DK64, every Mario Party. I think I have every Mario game for the console except Mario 64, surprisingly. You can see a player's choice Mario Kart 64 back there. I've got Kirby 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Turok Rage Wars, Monopoly, Turok itself. I've also got Super Smash Bros. And Pokemon Stadium 2. I might have missed a few. I don't feel like pulling them all out because I have so many. They're all in different bags, but you get the point. Yeah, so that's all I've got. I've also got like a couple thousand other Pokemon cards, but I wasn't gonna go through every single one. And again, mainly I just made this video because I didn't have access to any of the stuff I needed for the other videos I was going to be making, so oops, I'll get back to that later. This is just in the meantime, so anyway, if you like this, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and thanks for watching.